Should be live. Good morning, everyone. Hey, look, my voice is not all raspy. First thing. Hope everyone is doing well this fine September 9th morning. I think it's September 9th, right? Right? Yes. 2025 0909. Or 09 2025. Oh, turn this off. Off. All right, we're going to put this away. Hey, how's it going, Johnny? An hour after lunch. Is it 1 p.m.? Let's see. 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. Aren't you 6 hours ahead? So you should be 2 p.m., 14 o'clock. How's it going, Lock Watcher? Yeah, 14 o'clock. 14 o'clock is 2 hours after lunch. At least in North America, lunch is usually around noon. Usually. Just gonna put all this shit away because we are revisiting this some other time. Today we've got some serious business. I've got some mail to open. We've got some PCBs to reveal. Hopefully they fit. No, because lunch is 1 hour long after. Well, I think we're talking semantics now. This is all semantics. I think you are. I think that's the common thread. I think you're always talking semantics. Semantics are very important for me when I learn stuff, like coding. Like anybody who tries to explain a concept to me and they use the wrong term, that screws me up forever. I cannot deal with that. It sticks in my consciousness. All right. So that's the mic muff. We don't need that right now. By the way, I'm running out of creamer. So if someone's in the Ottawa area, could you please go buy some more creamer? Antics is inside semantics, yeah. All right, well, let's open some mail. This is AliExpress purchases. Oh. My new OLEDs. This is the 1.54s. I'll have to check. That's very useful for them to put the foam on top and not on the pins that they need to protect. So I think this is the form factor for the OLEDs that I'm going to use in my projects. It's massive, but I think this is what we're doing. And by the way, if you're wondering, Franco is probably napping. That's his usual thing. All right, so I bought like a bunch of these 1.54 OLEDs, so like I think 10 of them. So a bunch of these packages will be that. Oh, here are the SD card modules. This is for my temperature gathering stuff. We got 10 of those. Yep. one module. Let me check how many I ordered, because that is a thing. Cool. It's coupon savings time. My orders. I ordered 10. I don't think there are 10 in this pile. So we'll see how many show up, but yep, there's 3 so far. Okay, this was interesting. While I was ordering those OLEDs, I noticed these OLEDs, again, this is not predicting anything anyways. So I believe they're the same size, the 1.54s, but they have a confirm button, and they have a what do you call that, rotary encoder built in. So that'll be nice to make little menu things. So I have CON, SDA, SCL, PSH. So CON, confirm, SDA, SCL, PSH push, TRA, TRB, those are probably the 2 lines in here, and background in VCC. Oh, it says right there, confirm, SDA, SCL, encoder push, encoder A and B, background 3v3. If you guys can see that. So I think this is a nice little module, not for this project, but for other projects. Wasn't very expensive either. Don't have the prices to hand. Okay, this is the last package, and I only have 3 of the 10 OLEDs. Not a good sign. Okay, yeah. So these are well, there's 1 bag, 2 bags, 3 bags, 4 bags. So these are USB Type-C connectors. This one has all of the pins. I don't know if you can see that. It's got like a ton of pins. See that? It's got like all of the pins. But I've got some with fewer pins. Mostly if you're doing like USB 2 speeds, or you're just transferring power. There we go, that's like a 6-pin dealie. So I was like, well, I do PCBs. So if I want PCBs with USB-C, I need to get some USB-Cs and then match the footprints to them and then make them. Gone are the days of through-hole, though. There are some through-hole USB-Cs, I think, but mostly for the anchor points. Ooh, my back is hurting. I guess I was in an awkward position there. My drawer is out. I also got this in the mail. Now this is an interesting thing. Elecro sent me this. All-in-one starter kit for Pico 2. STEAM education, open source hardware, 20 plus lessons, 17 modules, 1 core. So watch this. So you open this. Okay. So you get a couple extra items. So you got a remote. You have a USB Type-C. You have some servo horns. But then you've got this. So this is here a Raspberry Pi Pico 2. So if we look closely, there's the Pico 2 chip on it. It's got the boot and reset. It's got everything you would expect. Okay. But then, my camera lens is kind of in the way there. But then we have an ultrasonic sensor, a temperature sensor. I don't know which one. I wish they would have written which one. Accelerometer and gyro. We've got a MQ2 gas sensor. I don't know what gas it senses. Relay module, Hall sensor, a light sensor. Seems like it's on I2C, a lot of these things. We've got NeoPixels, a bunch of them. We've got buttons. We've got a touch sensor, a IR receiver, 3 LEDs, a slide pot, a vibration motor, a buzzer, a servo, and a screen. Don't think that is OLED. No, it's TFT. So yeah, it's like the modern version of the Radio Shack, but it's not electronics. It is electronics, but it's not like component level learning. It is microcontroller learning. So I am, oh yeah, and look, the USB Type-C sticks out the side. So I'm interested in figuring out, or in finding out, not figuring out, what is the default software on here? Is there demo software for everything in here? Or is this just sort of nothing? So let's power it up and see. You guys will be the first ones to see. This took like 2 months to get here, by the way. So Elecro wanted me to look at a paper display, and I was like, ugh, not interested. But then they said also take a look at our website. So I did. And this is what I found. Oh, look at that. It's loading. If you need to use a course, please flash the course firmware. Minigame. Little dinosaur. How do you... Oh wow, this runs so slowly. Ah, that's a shit game. Go, 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 go. Nah, too early. Okay, how do I reset this? I don't know if this loading bar is accurate. Atmosphere lights. Oh. They have to flip on the OLEDs, or the LEDs. Style 1. You guys can barely see that. There we go, in shadow. Style 2. Style 3. Style 4. Okay, learning course. Flash the firmware. Thanks. Mini game. Snake for eating. Please let me use the direction buttons. It does use the direction buttons. Oh. I don't know what's going on. Yep. There we go. Well, it works. I mean, that's pretty cool. That's all powered by this one tiny little chip. I do wish they had all this stuff working, though. Maybe it does. Hang on. Let me just see. Let me see what do we got. That does nothing. That does nothing. Nothing. I don't even know if there's batteries in this. Nope, no batteries. So I would really have liked a demo of all this stuff working. Servo, vibration motor. That would be really cool. But I do like that everything is labeled. Like the I2C lines, everything. Look. Vibration motor. GPIO 15. Servo motor, GPIO 13. Potentiometer, GPIO 28, which is the second analog input. GPIO 18, 20, and 19 for the LEDs. GPIO 11 for this receiver. So that is really neat. I love it. I love it. What can I say? I love it. It's a really good idea. I really want to take this apart. I'll take it apart for the video. This solution could have been better. Like maybe they could have clipped this in here or something. I think this needs to be a bit better. But otherwise, freaking awesome idea. Next, we got our shipment. PCBWay. So here's the boards. I have not opened them yet. Is that too close? So I got them in green, the boring color, because I wanted it to be faster. It's 24-hour turnaround with green. Okay, so I ordered 10. So first of all, let's take a look at them. Very nice. Very nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, 10 exactly. Usually I get like 11. So there's the board. Very nice. Got a little packet of do not eat stuff. It's pretty incredible how this is $5 plus shipping. Another maker is working on a open source project right now, and his board's going to be the same thing, $5. Okay, I2C scanner. I ordered 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 exactly. Making mains powered chaser lights. Now you can do it in 10 minutes with a micro. Yes, 100%. All right, so there it is in all of its glory. Flip this over. With the STQT connector holes. Very nice. Yep. It's upside down. There we go. So these work, or well, they work. They're here. We need to test if they work. Flash code into them. First things first, though, we're going to see if it fits in the box, in the cases. So here's the temperature one. I'm missing some cases. Where did my other cases go? Oh, we got some parts here. And we got some parts here. Why didn't I put it all in the same place? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Okay. Moment of truth. This is a final box. Yep. Ooh. It fits, but incredibly tightly. Thankfully, because of the slot here, I'll be able to push it out, but otherwise, no. It does fit. And this is the old version with the tall lip, so that will not fit. Nope. But the new version with the short lip, I guess it's this one. Or this one. Yes, short lip. It does indeed fit. Feels nice and solid. Now the question is, does the I2C scanner line up with the vented top or not? I think it's this. How's it going, Franco? How was your nap? You missed all the fun stuff at the beginning. Oh my God, it fits perfectly. The only thing I don't have is the holes for the Stemma QT. But it fits perfectly. And then I put the OLED on top here. Oh my God, that is going to be a beautiful I2C scanner. Look at that. Put the male and the female pin headers. It'll be perfect. But I'm also going to make an open framed box, I think. Beauty. So that's what my little I2C scanner is going to look like. We just need to assemble a board to make sure that it fits. So the box is a little tight, but it does fit. Let's get something like a trim tool. some sort of plastic something. See if we can pop it up. Ooh, that's tight. It's tight, but it does work. This one was printed at a slower speed. Yeah, I think it'll fit there too. Yeah, that fits a lot better. Perfect. Nice press fit. We can pretend we did by purpose. All right, anything I need to install there? No. Nope, I think we can just solder the board on, folks. Here's the other question. If I install this, oh, this pattern is tight. Either that or some of my pins are bent. That's a tight pattern. I think maybe some of my pins are bent, but right now I just need to press this through come hell or high water. Why won't this go through? No, I'm not going to hammer my... This has to work. Okay, let's take some of this foam. Okay, we're going to double up this foam. Why is that so tight? And now it's gone in crooked. So that's not going to be happy. Let's see. Go a little bit of... I think it's going to be better if you put the pin headers through the PCB and then solder the board to them. There we go. But this was just done in breadboard. At least it's not coming out. I'm going to trim these headers flush and then solder it. Turn on the Iron butterfly. And I'm just going to position myself over the trash and snap off all these pin headers so they don't go flying into my coffee. There we go. Gave him a little bit of a scratch on the PCB, but that's okay. Man, this is gonna be a phenomenal little tool. To be honest, like, because my OLED sits here, right, I can put my OLED here, because that is my design. I don't even need the rest of the case. I can just pop it in this case like this. So I can just use the bottom, like so, pop the OLED, and have my I2C, and have my Stemma QTs available too. Oh yeah, she fits. She fits a little tight. I need to increase clearance a little bit. So why is this tighter now? Oh, I didn't allow for the board on the little lip there. Okay, it does fit. I think it stretches it a little bit. It's a nice snap fit. Just maybe a little bit more tight than I wanted. Now it seems to be stuck in there. Definitely tighter than I had anticipated. Ugh. Oh my god. It's not easy to pry out because now the USB is getting stuck. Yeah, not ideal. Yeah, I'll have to take the bottom out, but I don't have anything to reach in there. I mean, I'm sure in my hoard I have something that'll reach in there. Get out. Really unideal. Oh, that's really stuck in there. Wish I could just poke it out from the back. Yeah, much tighter than I wanted. Pry up the screw holes with, maybe. Let me just see if I have a plastic trim tool here. Oh, oh no, I'm prying out the Pico. I'm prying out the Pico, which is a problem because I already pressed them through the holes here. If I just... Jesus. Okay. Well, okay, we know. Add a little bit more clearance. Either I can slide this down a little bit or just take this lip and completely remove this lip here, like on this side, completely, and that'll be fine. The thing is, I'm not ordering new PCBs. It's not feasible. I need to get the video done. And in fact, this is a cool project without the enclosure. I don't need to add the enclosure to the project. It's totally fine. So either way, we are getting videos today. I didn't even plan on introducing the big overarching fact that this is a modular setup really until it's done. So there we go. The other thing is, if we start a print now, we will have time to print another enclosure, but only on a fast speed. This is my environmental one. No. No. We're going to go with what we got. We're going to go with this. I don't want to delay. So tomorrow I have to work. So I'm not going to be streaming. And anyways, I need to do the podcast tonight too. It means I can't print tonight. Okay, let's get this prototyped. I'll deal with that after. We'll just get this working. Let's get it working, and then we'll figure out the details. How's that sound? Morning, Mr. Cordone. Yeah, really, I would just pop it in the one time. That's all I would do. And anyways, I could fix that in post. Like, I can repair that and update files. I can do all that after the fact. For right this moment, I will get this done, and we'll figure out the details later. Good to go, send it. Yep. Yep, absolutely. 100% send it. Here we go. There we go. So no live stream tomorrow, by the way, and no live stream Thursday. I'm working tomorrow, Thursday. I have an appointment to go to, but we'll likely be back at this on Friday. Okay, so my I2C scanner, my big issue is I can't access this. So I think I might just make this I2C scanner with no case, or with, just a basic top fitting case like that. And then I'll introduce the concept of the modular system eventually. Because even this, I can present the temperature sensor stuff with this case, sitting like that. So that's good. And then we're going to introduce the modular system on a third video, maybe when I have my third PCB of these ordered. Because I still need to put thought into the rail mounting system and stuff like that. So yeah, probably a good idea. So that is done. Let's get some of these Stemma QT. That was another issue. The Stemma QT was a problem on the last boards. They were reversed. I didn't realize that the connector would be upside down, or different from what I assumed. New electronic without predetermined boards, especially we're trapped to a singular device. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you're saying there, my friend. All right, we need to get our Stemma QT connectors. They're somewhere in this hoard. Here they are. That needs to change. Where did they fall? There they are. There's one. There's two. I need a little bit of flux. With motherboards being built, auditability. Oh yeah, microscope. Microscopes are very helpful. I have one over here. Whoop. See right there. But I'm not organized enough to have it in a working state for the stream. Okay, there we go. Kind of using the flux to stick the stemma QT connectors down. You don't have, no, not electron microscopes. That's freaking, that is advanced stuff. Just regular microscope. You don't need to buy scanning electron microscopes for electronics. That's if you want to see like the silicon structures maybe. Okay, lift this up even higher so you guys can see. We're going to hang this off the edge. Like so. This could be a disaster. We're about to find out. You sort of cannot. If you were here like all the time, I would make you moderator, and then you could. Tube structure working reworked to utilize motion sensor. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not sure what you're on about. I think you're talking about carbon nanotubes, but motion sensor tech. Unfortunately, I'm at the wrong angle here. Usually want to do this from the bottom. That's way too strong air. Okay, there's way too much solder on there. This isn't working well. This hasn't gone well, folks. Can we just remind ourselves that this is all Johnny Bergdahl's fault? Hoping to use AM or single bands to work alongside A, sonar, or Doppler effect. Long range detection, tube amplifiers. I mean, I wouldn't be using tube amplifiers if you're doing long range detection stuff. Tube amplifiers are cool for the nostalgia factor, but they're not better than solid state. Except if you're looking for specific tones in like music. Tube amplifiers are worse in almost every way. So unless you have a very specific need for tube amplifiers, I would just go with nice solid state op amps, low noise, all sorts of stuff is good with them. Yes, I can stick them down with solder paste. I decided to go this way to hopefully get people with fewer soldering implements into doing this. Yeah, I'm not sure what you're on about, meddling. Welcome to the stream, though. And I wish you all the luck in the world in your pursuits. Way too strong. Oh my god. Okay, plays. Okay, you're building some sort of soundboard. But I don't know what that has to do with satellites and sonar and radar. If the problem is a language barrier, like if we're not understanding because English is not your first language, you could try to type exactly what you want to say into ChatGPT in your language and ask it to translate it to English. Because yeah, most of the stuff I'm just not understanding. I do have a bit of cognitive load here too because I am trying to get this soldered. It's hot. No, it's warm. I think it's soldered. One pad looks off on this one. Actually, no, it doesn't. I think they're all soldered down. I think we might be good. Build something unique from junk. Okay, that's good. Do you have a YouTube video, YouTube channel, so that we can check out the progress once you're done? That'd be pretty good. I like stuff from junk. I had a rag here, and I don't know where it went. Still looking. Where, oh, where did my rag go? I used it with my pliers to squeeze the hell out of... Okay, so there's the pliers. Where'd the rag go? In the near future, yes. Okay, good. We'll have a look when you build something. I love makers. Makers are always welcome in this channel. Make stuff, put it on the internet. Back when I used to watch AVE, that was his motto, and it was a good one. Make stuff and put it on the internet. Just item developer unlocks sync. I'm sorry, dude. I'm having a hard time following your messages. I'm doing my best here, but it ain't working for me. Okay. OLED. This is directly soldered in. I'm okay with that. I do want to put a socket. No, don't apologize. I apologize to you because I wish I could follow. I cannot follow. So I'm going to socket my OLED. Just so that everything goes well here. Gonna get this. Oh yeah, and I want to solder on this regulator. This is solderable by hand. Let's solder that first. So we need an AMS 1117, which I should have some here. I ordered some new ones. I don't know if they came in. I don't remember opening it. AMS 1117. Is this 3.3? Yes. Totally hand solderable. You know what? I should solder the caps first. That would make a lot more sense. Caps. Where are you? Yellow. Resistors. 0805. Cannot follow either. Okay, well, I guess we're on the same page if we both can't follow, right? Okay, so put a dab of solda. Solda for my British people in my chat. Solda. Oh no, no. Only wanted to do one pad. Oopsies. Really should do these before the micro. I'm learning. Meddling, are you in India? I have a kind of a strong following in India. That is crap level soldering, I'll tell you what. The US is my... Are you serious? You're in the US? Why can't I understand you then? We are neighbors, you and I. We should be able to understand each other. Your channel is 35% views from India. I don't want to switch accounts to check what the main channel is, but I guess I can use my phone. Give me a second, let me see. Yeah, but rhyming doesn't excuse the poor spelling. Like, that's not how you spell rhyming. Okay, analytics. Check audience. So my breakdown is 36.1% US, 8.8% UK, 5.7% India, 4.7% Canada, 4.6% Australia. No, autocorrect doesn't autocorrect doesn't give up on you until it's been overridden so many times. And also, when you're capitalizing words that don't need capitalization, autocorrect assumes it's a proper noun. Perfect. USA is number 9 for you. Me, it's number 1. Experimental usages. So if I hold this down with my fingy, like I'm tempted to do, it's going to burn me because that middle pin is matched to that outer pin. Gaming channel is USA at 9.7, then Sweden, UK, Spain, and Germany. I mean, you seem to be using the same device and autocorrect is not failing you now. So what happened? Oh no. Canada's number 6. I mean, go Canada, because we only have like 38 million people living here. Meddling, I'm not convinced you're not a clanker. just saying. Yeah, so now you're talking nonsense again. I think meddling might be a bot. Let's check. Oh, you have videos. Okay, not very many. Just reposts of just you chatting in Neil deGrasse Tyson's video. I don't know, man. I have a feeling Meddling Martian is either a troll or a clanker. Just my intuition. Should link my external. There we go. So that should work. So what's with the weird capitalization on stuff? And like, and why like capitalizing the C in copper? Here we go. The name's chemical elements are not capitalized. Oh, don't need the second camera. but the first letter of a chemical symbol should always be capitalized. The sample contained calcium atoms, and the sample contained Ca atoms. Capitalization when pressing the space button. So there you go, for most. Again, the for all right, let's how's it going, ITT? Let's make a poll. Is meddling Martian clanker? Yes. No. There we go. We'll find out if the stream thinks you're a clanker. I'm doing all right. I'm trying to solder up a board. These Stemma QT connectors gave me a hard time. Well, so far, the stream thinks you're a clanker. I don't know. I don't know. All right, also put a male pin header here and a female here. I'm getting a 100% response here so far. So that means, meddling, you didn't even vote no. Clanker means a robot. A bot, AI, stuff like that. I haven't even finished soldering this. Roughly straight. Yeah, still with these poor connectors. This, again, this is all Johnny Bergdahl. Johnny Bergdahl is fully responsible for this. If the channel goes under, we'll know who to blame. Vote in the poll, folks. Your vote matters. Also, Vero is here a second ago. No, it's true. It's true that he doesn't glaze me up like AIs typically do. But it could be a nefarious bot. Yes, Dan, that is a fantastic idea. However, let's see if we can make it better. Welcome to the procrastination station. Did you vote in the poll at least? It should, this stream should be like Australia. You have to vote. Also, I want free hot dogs. The bots might be learning. This is your chance to exercise democracy over the stream. Don't take it lightly. Cool. Where can we see your documentation? Oh my God, 5 votes, 100%. We think you're a clanker. You're still welcome in the stream if you're a clanker, by the way. Everybody's welcome in these streams. Plus, YouTube doesn't know the difference between a clanker and a real view, so when I get my literal $0 payout for doing these streams, they'll count your view as equal to a non-clanker, someone who's clankless. Oh yeah, I'm not putting the lid on my case, so I can actually populate both these slots. Responsible for the ESP32S3. Yes, you are, in fact. And I do have some, and we will, at some point, test to make sure it does work. But it should work. I can't see why it wouldn't. So that will go there. My ST QT connectors are, they've got the wabi-sabi. Let me just put it this way. On Microsoft. And then look, the "as we learn together" capitalized again. Also, who's my #1 fan right now? Johnny is #2. Lockwatcher is #3. Vero's not ranked. Who's my #1 fan? Who's giving me the loyalties? Let me check the standings here. Top fans. Franco is #1. Look at that. Franco #1, then Johnny. But they're tied. But I guess Franco is just first. Then Lockwatcher is #3. And then everybody else is tied for fourth. I wish I could like promote people up to higher fandom, so then when they subscribe to my main channel. Oh my god. I'm sorry, you're not my #1. If we're going for stuff that, despite what YouTube says, Vero's my #1. Sorry. However, if some Swedish candies come our way, you might be able to persuade me, temporarily at least, till the candies last. You're the #1 sometimes? Yeah, it's a tough game here. I do have some pretty intense fans, I have to say. But yeah, Vero is a pretty high competitor. Okay, I don't know why, but these pin headers are being a pin in my ass. Just solder to the damn board, will you? There we go. Jesus Christ, was that so difficult? All right, I'm ending the poll with 7 votes. Meddling Martian is officially a clanker. Congratulations. So what are you going to do with your prestigious title now? Okay, so that's male. I guess I'll put a female to represent Vero and I Test Things. For those who are new here, Vero is my lovely wife. I suppose, like, we're not exactly married, but it's, you know, she's met my parents. It's pretty serious. I'm not sure if Urban Dictionary is still actively updated, but if it is, clanker should be there. Well, we're in a legal situation called common law, which is essentially married without the marriage. It's everything but the ceremony. Very common for Canadians these days because weddings are incredibly expensive. Get out of there. We made apple crisp together. So it's pretty serious now, yeah. Yeah, when you share a woman's apple crisp as a man, you're pretty well hitched. You don't have much say in the situation. Okay, there we go. So that should work. I'm gonna yeet these pins over a little bit. That's good. Just need now to find my flag things. Oh, semi-married is the Swedish term. Interesting. At what point do you make the meatballs in a Swedish marriage? Like in a Swedish relationship cycle. At what point are you like, well, we've been together this long, might as well make the meatballs. You know what I mean? All right, I need an OLED. I can use my destroyed OLED, this one here, that I ruined all the pins on. Because I don't care. This is just my test box. Maybe I should straighten the pins before I put it in there. Meatballs would be like third date. Is that like when you buy them at IKEA, or is that when you make them together? Because going to IKEA together could be a big deal, you know? SKSDA. Good. Oh. Okay, that's why the Stemma QT is so wonky. It's not soldered. God damn it. God damn it. You never bought What? The King of Sweden would be appalled that you have not sampled IKEA's finest meatballs. What is wrong with you? How could you do that to him? It's too bad you can't mail me meatballs, because I am a person who loves meatballs, but the ingredients are so freaking expensive. Okay, please just be nice and be soldered. Please and thank you. No, it's an internet phenomenon. You don't need to submit it. We mix grape jelly with chili sauce for meatball coating. Sometimes use my jalapeno jelly. That's true, Vero. Or Vero, I should say. It is possible he lives under a rock. But also, like, the clanker term originated from Star Wars. And I didn't even know that part. You're the one who told me. Ouch. Hot things are hot. Oh no. It's still not soldered. Whose idea was it to put a Stemma QT connector anyways? If we ever find out who it was, we should ban them from the chat. I thought clanker was with the C, though. Am I wrong about that? Oh, no, you don't. Something is sliding off my bench. Yeah, look. Star Wars clanker with a C. Okay, yes. Thank you. This one's properly soldered. This one is not. Oh, guys, I have some terrible news, too. I am out of creamer for my coffee. So after this coffee, I have to have it just black. So it'll be bitter, like I am. So I have to go to the store today and get creamer. No stopping. Pretty sure coffee is the only thing keeping me alive these days. Pick up some cream. Need to fly from Ohio to Canada. All right. I can meet you at the airport if you want. Have to pause the stream. It's a little far, but the Flux. It's crazy, is I think I might be spending more on Flux than I am on STQT connectors. All right, here we go again. Meddling. Though the requirements on the job applications, they're more like suggestions. You can apply anyways. If they see that you're experienced enough, they'll accept you even if you don't have the requirements. Usually when companies post requirements, it's a wish list. It's what their ideal is. So I would encourage you to apply if you believe you have the skills. The problem is you will have to demonstrate that you've got the skills in your application. Don't expect to get an interview if your resume sucks. But you'll see all sorts of experts agree that you should apply anyway. Saw a documentary about the Skyhook. Lets you get on a plane from the ground. Batman used it. Yeah. Yeah, definitely clankers are doing the resume reading these days. %100%. That's why we need to not allow unfettered capitalism. We need guardrails. Is that soldered? Don't know. I hope so. Oh yeah, you're one of those types that are too good for resumes. Well, best of luck in your job search. That seems good. I think we're all soldered up. Okay, I think we can drop in the OLED, upload some code. Actually, the code should work. This should actually just be working. So let's see what we got. Okay, ready. I mean, would you want to work? And we're not going into religion in here. This is not a religion channel, so kindly do not. Okay, so this works. We do need a flag, like a flag jumper. Got one here. Because or else the output doesn't know if it's 3v3 or 5. Let's put it in 3v3 mode. Let's grab a Stemma QT. Don't know where my connector went. I had made a little harness. Well, okay, can't find Stemma QT. Let's just do one of these touch buttons. Oh, it's right there. Here's my Stemma QT. So we'll do the touch button first. Hoping to retire soon. Current resume says you're done. Nice. Very nice. We'll still be working in the production shop. Just not for the man. Yes, sir. Okay, so we got our little thing here. Oh, but the female is underneath there. And I've got male pins. Well, I guess we're also trying our Stemma QT because it's got female pins. All right, here it goes. Okay, and then it is power ground. So power, ground, and then yellow to yellow, and the other one is orange. yellow, other one is orange. You ready? Here it goes. Nothing. Black to black, red to red. Okay, maybe this one didn't solder properly. Nothing. Reset. So this is powered. Reset. Okay, let's try a different device, something we know works. BMP, so we know this thing works. And we are going, it is yellow for SDA. For SDA. White for clock, ground, and power. It's not working. Nothing. I don't know what you're on about, Medley. Okay, so before we panic, and before I just quit the stream and go cry in a corner somewhere, let me just test it again. Test it again, Tony. Okay. We know the BMP works. Oh, I wanted female to female. Okay. So this one, these ones. Okay. So we know the BMP works. I'm gonna go ground. We're gonna go VCC. Then SCL is orange. SDA. Okay. Ground. VCC. And again, SCL is orange. SDA is yellow. And that doesn't update. Getting literally nothing. VCC ground, SCL. Oh, I got SCL and SDA backwards. So it's SDA, which is orange, SCL, which is yellow, VCC. There we go. Okay, so that does work. That 100% works. Okay. It's just my SCA and SCL I keep confusing. So, let me just confirm here. So, SDA is yellow. So I have these backwards. Okay, so SDA is yellow. So here we go, VCC. SDA is yellow, clock is orange. SDA is yellow, clock is orange. Okay, so now yellow, orange, red, and black. Okay, it works perfectly. So there it is. So 0, oops, you guys can't see that. 0x14. Great. That works. Okay. Whew. Okay. Okay, so now the stemma QT. Let me check the pinout. Make sure it's proper. Okay, so ground, VCC, SDA, and then SCL. So okay, so I have it backwards, and that's why. That's why it didn't work. So this connector is just set up backwards. But if I connect this yellow to orange, and then white to yellow, and then black to black, red to red, like so. If I plug this in, this should work. So here's the screen for you. I'm sorry that it's going nuts. It's just the way it works. Plug in, not working. Plug in, that one's working. So this one is not soldered properly. Oh no, it is working. Okay. It was. This one works. Yeah. Then this. Well, no, both are required meddling. There's no exchange of thermodynamics at all. There's none. And each electron doesn't have to go somewhere. Electrons can stay put where they are. So sorry to tell you like this, but you got it wrong. Electrons don't have to flow. They want to, they don't have to. Okay, so we need to reflow this one. This one doesn't work. You can pop it off the board. My friend, you are just spouting nonsense. You misspelled endeavors. All local science laws. Man, I am freaking hungry. It's only 10. Also, we have not recorded a single video. We haven't even finished making sure this prototype is functional. It's funny that you live in Ohio, Locke, because we could meet up easily in a day. Ottawa's not that far. Back in the day, I was into Flight Test. I don't know if you know the company. They're in Ohio anyways. They were doing a Flight Fest, which essentially was the festival celebrating cheap flying devices, cheap flying RC vehicles. And I wanted to go to Ohio. It's not that far. My friend, if you're talking about USB-C in one breath and then mains power in the other, I think you're just putting words together to try to sound intelligent. And what I want to say is that you don't have to do that here. We'll accept you for whoever you are. You don't need to spout all sorts of oddities to try to impress us. We'll be your friend if you speak normally as well. Yeah, Canada is a quick jump. Especially like I'm in Ottawa, so there are places that are closer to Ohio, but Ottawa is not far. All right, buddy. I'll put you in timeout for 30 minutes. You could still watch if you want, but you know, I just whether you're being coherent or not, I think you're just trying to show off or you're trying to troll. I don't know. Either way, it's kind of distracting. So I appreciate you being a viewer, but I don't know. Maybe you need to listen a bit, take a break. So you're timed out for half an hour. That's an ugly connector, but as long as it works. Trying to clean this stuff off. I should have gotten some Q-tips, but it is what it is. Big thing for me is that it works, though, so we'll see if it actually works. Let's put the OLED in here. Actually, I have a better idea. I will put in the new OLEDs just to see. I hope ground, VCC, SCL, SDA, they are the same. So we'll get to see what this looks like. Oh, this is too big. I need to use a different jumper. This is just for testing. I just want to see what it looks like. All right. Here it goes. Okay, might use a different chip. Oh, CH1116. Different chip. We're going to have to try that another time. This should work now for reset. Okay, here goes. So just to confirm, that works. That works. We have successfully soldered both Stemma QT connectors. This whole board functions, and I can even drop it into, this is my prototype board thing, so I can even drop it into here. It will be a pain in the ass to remove, You know what? I'm not going to drop it in there. But anyways, now I have a permanent fixture for I squared C. Okay, that works. Now we need to try the other one. Also, I wish I had more coffee. All right, next is this unified temp sensor. I think I'm going to start with the SMD parts. Solder in an AMS 1117. Oh, no, it's okay, bro. Plus, don't you have work to do? You do? Yeah, sorry. When we walk together, we can walk all the way to the grocery store or something, and I'll pick some up. Okay. Well, I just yoked. Oh, so I just smashed the top of this thing, and I lost my 0805 capacitor. But it turns out I just looked down, and there it was. All right, here we go. Plus, Vero, I need to do groceries soon, as I'm running out of pita bread. So unless you want to not eat tacos today, or I think at max tomorrow, I need to go get some groceries, but tomorrow I'm working, so less convenient. Okay, looks good. They're both on there. I just need to solder them down fully. Okay, good. Need another AMS 1117. I have a couple of them left. Not a lot though. Pincers, there we go. I hope they're all AMS 1117 3.3. I think so. So I'm not sure if we're going to get the video done today. I'm trying to get back to the stream in 3x. Can you do 3x? I thought 2x was fastest. 3x is some sort of invention. Doing AutoCAD on one screen, whereby meeting on another, in this very stream on your third. Well, I am honored to be in third monitor position in especially in anybody's workshop. That's where I want to be. I want to be in people's workshops. Secondary laptop running Slack. Oh my god, good stretch. So I will say I'm probably going to end the stream at I'll probably end the stream at 11 and just rest a bit. After all the work of today's stream, I don't really feel like recording a new video. So what I'll do is I'll finish at 11. I'll work on writing up a rough draft of my podcast I'm going to record today. And then we can record on Friday. Friday's a little bit later than I wanted, but it's okay. I have to roll with the punches. You know, not everything can happen perfectly all the time. All right, where are my Raspberry Pi Picos? Probably at the other end of my shop here. There's a Pi Pico right there. When I'm not doing this, what kind of work do I do? The favorite thing, the thing I used to tell everyone I did because I was proud of it, was I used to be a trades professor, college professor. But I lost my job, that job, because the province decided that funding education is not cool. It's not in vogue. So, yeah, that's what I used to do. What I do is I am a mobile mechanic. So I've been a mechanic all my life, worked at a dealership for the most part, for most of my life. And now I'm working for a very small company. Company consists of my boss and I. I am much happier working there than working in a dealership. But sadly, I would much rather be a professor, college professor. So that's the kind of work I do. So YouTube used to be my third gig. Now it is my second. And I'm incredibly disappointed I lost my job, but my teaching job. But it was never stable. There were always threatening. Oh, I didn't notice. on this one, I put the logo on the same side. And on the other one, I put the logo always on the left. Oh no, it is on the same side. Oh, I'm an idiot. So yeah, that's what I was trying to achieve. So yeah, in short, not happy, lost my job, but what can you do? It just is what it is in the end, right? What can you do? What can you do when you live in a shoe? And the politician who canceled all the funding, he's... Can't blame me, I didn't vote for him. Actually, that reminds me, I just want to check my college emails. At some point, my college email account is going to be deleted. I just want to see if I can still get to it. Okay, yeah, so I still have access, but nothing important. No, Franco is probably long gone to Napland. That's fine. So there's one side. Here comes another. Okay, good. That's all soldered up. Now we do the other side. Then we're going to trim them down. There we go. So the board's not sitting exactly straight, but that's okay. Just gonna trim these. There we go. That looks good. Oh yeah, we need to solder the regulator. Use either the internal or the external. Excelente. I do wish the caps and stuff weren't so grody. So maybe I'll give a dab. Give it a dab of flux just to clean up that soldering a little bit. It's like literally the lowest airflow, right? Yeah. Nice. Okay, so now this is my test mule. See, that looks a lot nicer now. This is my test mule, so I will I'm gonna put sockets in everything. Here we go. Because I want to test all of the functionalities. So I need a 4, a 4, a 3, a 3, and a 3. I think it's going to be all female. So I'm going to have to order more 4-pin. Yeah, I'm running really low. 2. And then a couple of 3 pins. The bad part is they're very hard to solder. At least to solder and solder straight. see if this works better to just like sort of pop in 2 out of 3 pins and then have the third one ready to pop in as soon as you heat the solder. And then you can straighten it up. Yeah, I think that works. It's 2. I forgot to put solder in that hole. Looks good though. Might just touch this one up real quick. Good. There we go. Just gonna straighten that out a little bit. Okay, gotta straighten this one out. Okay, here we go. There we go. So another benefit of having not doing the video today, big stretch, is that I'm going to be able to work on the work on the other stuff, like the case and all that stuff. Okay, so if I grab this, I just need male to female to hook up the OLED. So we'll take this OLED here with all the messed up pins. Breadboarding. we go. So again, the clock is orange. The clock is orange. So ground. These pins are all knackered. Red. Orange. Congratulations, Locke. You're my #1 fan right now. Yellow. Okay, ground. Three v 3. SCL and SDA. There we go. So that's good. And now we can test whatever we want. So this can be, this is a DHT22, pretty sure. So let's put that in the DHT0 slot. So we go 3v3. Ground. No. It's 3v3. You know what? We can connect it directly because I actually hooked it up the same way this goes. So DHT, yep. I think 22 is DHT1. So there we go. So let's put the code onto here and see if it works. So let's get to it. You know, I really, in hindsight, I should have just socketed this, give me a second here. Should have just socketed the micro. Locke is #1. No, you are. Less than 5 minutes. All right. Let's open recent DHT22. So let's see if this works. So I should have socketed the micro on here just because this is testing. But whatever. It is what it is. Upload. By the way, today was day 16. Oh, you idiot. Yeah, day 16 of learning to code. 100%. It seems to have worked. Let's bring that over to the bench and test it. Hopefully I didn't screw up anything. So here, hold that up to the screen. Plug that in. No, stuff is trying to slide off the bench. DHT22. It works. It works, it works, it works. Trying to stop the scan lines. No, it's not going to happen. DHT22 works. Good. Pull this out. We get... All right. Next one. So will the BMP work? VCC ground, SCL, and SDA. It works, but it'll have to be plugged backwards. Like this. It'll be plugged this way. So it's not going to work. So I need some extension wires for that. Also, this should recover. Yep, it does. 25.1. Try a second one. 22.9, but that's been sitting down on the bench there. Good, that works. So let's get extension wires. We'll try the BMP. Male to female. Power. Ground. Oh, these are female to female. God damn it. Ground, power, and SCL SDA. So SDA is yellow. SCL is orange. Plug these guys all in. So I guess on Friday we're recording videos, guys. I'm pretty excited for it. I will work a little bit more on the case to make it less shitty. Oh, nope. That's the wrong order. Ground first. So VCC and ground are reversed from my OLED standard. Okay, but now this should all be in order. Okay. I wonder once the timeout is over if that dude's gonna be back. I don't think so. Hopefully I didn't like offend anyone by giving him a timeout, but I just think it was becoming too much. All right, is this all? Uh-oh, did I not fix this? Oh yeah, no, I did. Okay, then this is all good. Upload. Yeah, there was, welcome to the stream, Peter. There was some guy who was using really big words, like obtusely. He was being obtuse. What did you say? Obtuse. Like that. If the timeout is over, the person can get back. Yeah, for sure. But I just don't know if they're going to come back or if they were offended. It is what it is. It works. Look at that. No. A bit more unhinged. More unhinged than that. So this one, I don't have the right pinout for. For the Dallas. I don't care. The people who come in here and like are actual qualified, like they can do. That won't amount to a timeout. Timeout is for spammers, and I don't know, this guy was just weird. But weird in a way that was like not like the cool weird. Don't know if that makes any sense to you guys. Okay. Back to here. Here's the Dallas. Hit the boot button, plug in this Pi. Upload this ish. So Johnny Bergdahl, my #1 fan. Okay, so let's see if this worked. Oops, you guys aren't even on the screen. Something went wrong here. Oh, okay. Nope, nothing wrong. Just maybe the connection was a little weird. So there we go. 24.12. And we can heat it up. Oh, something went wrong. Maybe one of my wires is finicky. 26, so it seems to work now. Oh, you guys can't see. 28. Popping the black single connectors and replacing the, yeah, I do that too. I have a whole DuPont connector kit. I just don't want to make cables. And I also got ribbon cable. Okay, so we really only have one more thing to test, which is the DHT 11. The 22 has been tested. I just finished my coffee and cry 'cause I'm out of coffee. So we're going to try the DHT 11. And then I'm going to have a cry because I need to re-configure my cases. Ah, come on. Where are you? Okay, so this should fit. No, these are a backwards board. This has power in the middle. Like this, but the sensor is on the other side. Sensor, power, ground. My raspy voice. Okay, DHT 11 is DHT, the first one there. This guy, come on. This guy and this guy. No. Mix those up. This guy and this guy. All right. So this is the last one. Can go up 4 times on YouTube mobile and more than that on YouTube in the browser. What's up mean? Can go up to 4 times on YouTube. I'm not sure what that means. screen. And we need to open recent DHT11. Hit the boot button. Boot that ish. Upload that ish. Oh, geez. Okay, the speed to watch a video. Wow, you're way behind. I didn't know up to 4 times more than that in the browser and PC. I'll have to check. I always watch sped up, so I'm gonna have to check that out. Okay. So here goes. So if this works, we are done for the day. I'll have to record on Friday. Sadly, all the way back then, but I mean, it is what it is. There it goes. It works. So we're good. See if I can heat it up. I'm cooling it down. 24, 23, 24. All right, folks. That is it for today. I'm exhausted. I was up at 5:30 because I had to do something before doing my coding for the day. So anyways, I appreciate you guys and gals, for being here, joining me in the fun. And yeah, no stream tomorrow because I'm working. No stream on Thursday because I have an appointment to go to. So I guess I will see you on Friday. On Friday, I hope to get these 2 videos filmed. That would be awesome. And so yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for being here. Catch you on the next one.